Hello again, it's American Brother Designs here to show you how to install your catch can. First, we've been getting some questions on which engines this will fit on right now, and basically we've come up with a couple measurements to help people decide and figure that out. What we're looking for on the front of this mount here, where your water pump mounts, and it's also part of the assembly where your alternator hooks into, if you've got this stud hanging out right up here near the top of the engine block, this is where our current bracket is meant to mount. This stud is going to pull out. We've already loosened it up. You can take this out and keep it for later, put it back in if you want. And then our bracket is going to end up mounting here with a new bolt that we'll supply. So we can take a few measurements to illustrate where the catch can is going to need to fit. It's going to sit perfectly horizontal here. Most of the can hangs down below, just a very slight amount above. With the tape measure here, what we can tell is that the end of the can will land about 8 inches from the center of that stud, or where the stud was. And then if we can use something to kind of mark that 8 inches for us so we know where that end is, we need about 3 1/4 behind it, as well as about 3/4 of an inch in front of it. So the can's going to live out in this spot right down in here. To uninstall your current hose for the PVC valve would have been here. We've already taken that apart. So you're going to simply, was connected here like this, pull this end out of here, and then this one is a little bit tighter to do, but you'll be able to pull that off of the end there. Again, you can keep that for later use should you decide to put it back to stock. The catch can will come with the rubber hose. It'll come in one full length so that you can kind of trim it to the right length for the inlet side and then the outlet side. You'll get a new barb, and you may need to twist this little rubber elbow around to the side, kind of face the direction we're going to now have this hose hooked up. You'll get a bracket, which yours would be painted. We just haven't gotten to painting ours yet. And the catch can assembly with the elbows. You may or may not get the decorative braid, that's your choice, and you may or may not get the decorative end fittings, that's your choice. So we have this little catch on the bracket. It needs to fit down underneath the mount here, and then the bolt that we supply with a lock washer down inside of there is going to screw into that bolt hole. Get everything lined up. Again, you want this catch on the bracket to be up underneath here. It's going to help from letting this pivot down over time. So we'll finger tighten that up. Use a 8mm Allen wrench and just get it completely tight. As you tighten it, you'll see it wants to spin. Go ahead and just hold down gently on this as you get it good and snug. Get that lock washer engaged, and then everything should be nice and tight. Finally, it'll just be a matter of hooking up the hoses. If you have the decorative braid, you'll get that tucked in with the rubber hose into the decorative fittings, and then push it onto the barb. Again, on that side, push it onto the barb. The one on this end is a little bit bigger. That's why mine's not painted. We had to make a bigger version of it so that it'll fit over this fitting. These three are all the same size and a little bit smaller. Again, so you get the hose hooked up, and finally here. And so then the process, now the vehicle's ready to run. Any blow-by that you have with the oil is going to travel to the inlet side, get caught in the can, then just cleaner vapor or air should be coming back into the air intake. You should empty your catch can approximately every 1,000 to 2,000 miles or sooner, just so that you don't have, basically, if enough builds up in there, it's going to end up feeding back into the air intake, and that's the whole premise of the catch can, is to avoid that. We hope you enjoy.